And just on that very point, we have Blaine Alexander, a great reporter here at NBC News, sent some information over that is breaking now that the Georgia Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger's office, has actually opened an investigation into the ex-president's January 2nd phone call to the secretary attempting to overturn the results of the 2020 elections. I'll ask, just to wrap this up, I'll start with you, Andrew. Do you have the same concern that if the message that's sent by Republicans is that this is all right, why wouldn't, let's say, President Josh Hawley get in and use the same technique, or Donald Trump himself, to stay in office?
Look, that is really got to be the focus of the senators, which is not the specific, is not to think about Trump in and of himself, but to really think about the precedent that is set here for future presidents, because I have exactly the same perspective that Elizabeth does, which is that this is such a violation of the oath of office. Having somebody who served in the government, we understand how serious that is and how seriously you need to take that. And if you have the Senate basically saying, you know what, we're going to let this go. We just want to move on. We're going to be loyal to the party and not to the country. Then the precedent is so dangerous. And you really then are leaving this to the criminal justice system, and the senators will not be doing their duty.
Yeah, and that brings me to Paul Butler. That is my final question to you here. If a state court were to convict Donald Trump of crimes related to incitement, we bring it back sort of where we started, could that be the backup for keeping him from being able to run for office, make him ineligible?
Well, there's no constitutional procedure that if you're convicted of a state crime, you're ineligible for office. Hopefully the political system would respond to that, because I agree with Andrew. The House managers say that what President Trump was impeached for is the worst thing that a president has ever done in U.S. history. If he is not convicted, we might as well rip the impeachment clause from the Constitution.
Indeed. We will be one corrupt local official, being willing to throw out election results away from having a dictator. And that's the problem. That's